I was camping over at Camp Verde, and you can only stay 2 weeks in a national forest. I happened to stay 2 months. Rangers came in and they kind of wanted to issue me a $500 ticket. I wasn't in my camp at the time, luckily. While I was there, somebody said, "Hey, Slab City, you heard of it? You can stay there as long as you want." So I came out here and set up camp and never left.
If you fight the man, you are the man. We are America. We are America. We are America. We are America.
The whole thing of being off-grid or being, quote, considered a squatter, whatever you want to call it, you're going to attract every type of person, either wanting to be off of the grid, maybe a drug addict, a meth head, a wife beater. You've got some elements out there that I myself or others here may not choose to be part of or want to be part of.
No, come on, seriously. We live in a place where everything can eat you, bite you, and sting you, up to and including the people.
Yeah, I've got some flies to deal with, or maybe a scorpion underneath that rock, but you adapt.
All right, where you at, guy? I'm gonna catch you or kill you.
The slab name for these are called bombers, and they are just a black horsefly. This is the trophy me and Dreamcatcher have been keeping. But they can cut through fabric and stuff like that. So that's why it's kill on sight.
The problem also with Slab City is a lot of the people don't clean up any of their trash. You know, the wind will come through and blow it over another guy's yard. Of course, that's going to blow the guy down the road's trash into your yard, too. So it's a continuous cycle, and Slab City is pretty well trashed.
I mean, really, you want to bring a family out here and raise some infants, and probably not my first choice, you know?
I'm excited to visit Slab City. I first heard about it in Cincinnati.
The bottle wall is my project. Here in California, there's no CRV value for these liquor or wine bottles, and so there's no incentive to recycle them. But a used brick will cost you 5 cents. This is entitled "The Television Will Not Be Revolutionized." It's the same crap now, the same crap that it's always going to be. I do like his little disclaimer down in the corner. Side effects may include ignorance, idiot children, erections, the apocalypse. You can pretty much blame everything on television. This is our monument. You can tell it's a monument because it's got some horses and some guns, and that's pretty much all you need for a monument in America. Some of it is just piles of garbage that we put some piano keys around, we put some lights on, and we called it art, but nobody argues with us out here, and so we can get away with it. Now, we do have about 7.5 acres that we control and maintain. We keep it safe, we keep it clean. Our neighbors know that we have shotguns and big dogs, and so they don't bother us. We do have a stripper pole because strippers will not show up if you don't have a pole. People worry about us out here in the desert with no running water. We do have bathrooms, all the same amenities that you have at home. What we do is we take the human ore, we cover it over with peat moss to keep down the smell and the insects out. We then mix it with the table scraps and put it out here into the compost for the black fly larvae to turn back into safe manure.
And watch here when I'm done, the flies will dissipate a little more. And then when it's cured, which we just had one cured, you come in here, so all your poo becomes really rich organic soil. You grow your food, you imbibe your food, you poop your food, you put it back into the compost. And so this constant cycle of, Mother Nature, what we were intended to do.
Feel free to wander around, explore, take pictures. You really can't break anything. It's all garbage. You really can't steal anything. It's all garbage. If you do walk back too far, the dogs will start barking. If you continue back, we will shoot you. Any questions? That's your tour, man.
I think the biggest misconception people have about the slabs is that the people who live here are here because they have nowhere else to go. And that's not true. It's a choice.
We have a lot of people that have come out of, they've come out here out of falling through every crack in every net that society has set up.
You go through following all the rules and you step back one day and it's like, I still can't make it. Why am I doing things this way? There has to be a better way. And then you start looking into alternative options.
For me, we made that choice because I had to take early retirement from work. I have a degenerative spinal cord condition, and so my husband had to quit his job to take care of me full time.
It was cold and rainy that January, and my boyfriend and I at the time, we were like, where's the closest hot springs? That's what brought me to the slabs, was the hot springs. Because I was cold and my bones were hurting and everything.
Most of my friends and family think I drink Kool-Aid in a cult. It's not that way. It's just that this is a choice, this is a way of life, and hopefully that'll be a way of life for a lot of people in the future because we're using up everything else,
In a situation where there's very few options for young disabled people who become disabled and have to leave the workforce, we are making lemonade. But it's pretty good lemonade.
They can't say it's against a lot of sleep, but they can say it's against a lot of sleep here, and they can say it's against a lot of sleep there, and they can say it's against a lot of sleep over there. Pretty soon there ain't any place left. But Slab City, you can come, and nobody says you can't be here. I was a bum on the street, and after 15 years, I'm a leader of the community. Some would say I'm the attempted dictator, but that's their fantasy, not mine.
In Slab City, there is a real sense of community, and one of the popular events is the Range, which is the outdoor stage, built by Builder Bill.
The Range, of course, is where people get to come out and be regular people in their exile, Every once in a while you have to wrestle a drunk or talk down a drunk that's too big to wrestle.
So there are other events that are scheduled throughout the year, such as Halloween, New Year's, the prom, of course. And actually, my husband and I were king and queen this last prom.
Slab City. There's a place where some people can be whoever they want to be or who they are. Or somebody may want to be somebody that they're not, and they may come here and try or successfully be who they would like to be or want to be.
My name is Bill the Bill, and I built the range. The long hot days and lonely nights, sometimes baby, no one knows me from home. And I stood up with those poles.
Let's get it jumping, kids. Get some dancers out here. This is for Lord Jesus Christ.
I don't think me and whatever I do, or them folks, or Dolphin Dave, or maybe it is all of us together that brings people here. Who knows, man? The answer lies within each of us. You're your own guru, man. That's what's so cool. That's what's far out.
We do what we want when we want. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it.
here. It's when they have to go past that gate and leave. That's when it's like, oh man.
But every one of them also, when they leave, they go back and they tell their friends, I found this place and you're not going to believe it,
Yeah.
you know? So the word spreads, you know, and we always tell people, you know, like, don't tell all your friends, tell your cool friends. So I got lost. What was your question?